What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm not in the car. Actually, what I'm doing, I'm walking to work. I'm in Manhattan, heading to my workplace because I gotta work this weekend. I've been working like a lot of weekends lately, just gotta keep it moving, right? Earlier this year, I went to the New York Auto Show and the hard drive that I saved all my footage on died. So I had to send it out to get the data recovered. So I finally got it back. So I wanted to post this video from earlier this year from the New York Auto Show. This was a video about the Porsche stand. There's some cool things to see on the Porsche stand. So with that, let's roll the footage. All right, y'all, let's start with the new 718 Boxster GTS. As you know, I'm a big Porsche GTS fan. I have a 911 GTS, so I love what Porsche has done with the GTS models. I also love the Boxster. I had a Boxster S back in 2001 to 2011. As far as performance, the new 718 Boxster GTS has a 365 horsepower engine versus the Boxster S, which has a 350 horsepower engine. However, that modest increase in horsepower really doesn't make much of a difference. The manual version of both of those cars achieve 0 to 60 times in 4.4 seconds. All right, what else do you get with the GTS model? Well, it comes with 20-inch wheels, the Sport Chrono package, PASM, Porsche Active Suspension Management, and Porsche Torque Vectoring with a rear differential, sports exhaust, and what Porsche calls Sport Seats Plus with the Alcantara inserts. Of course, one of the signatures of the GTS model is the blacked out trim. We get the black wheels, black vents, blacked out headlights and tail lights. So black trim becomes the signature exterior look for a GTS. I also like how they've cleaned up this kind of air venting area in the front. Oh, look at that Cayman over there. That Cayman's looking good too. There's too many good cars here. I like the blacked out trim here on the lights, integrated into this kind of underlip spoiler. I do think that the Boxster update really is attractive, this 718 model. Has the Alcantara interior. This has the GTS package, I can tell. Yeah, pretty nice looking. I'm in the Boxster GTS now. And as a 6'3" guy, I can appreciate the size in here now. My 2001 Boxster S was a much smaller vehicle, but this one really seems to have just a little bit more leg room for my 6'3" frame. It was a little tight fit back when I had my 2001. Of course, the Alcantara steering wheel feels great. My GTS 911 has the GTS interior package, but mine has just leather on the steering wheel. So this does feel really nice. It's just, I worry about how it will wear over time because you're constantly gripping it with your hands, and your hands have natural human oils. So it certainly feels great to the touch. A lot of touches from the 911, like for example, the center console. I guess the 992 911 will bring out new haptic touch. Probably all these buttons will probably go away in favor of a glass panel like the Panamera. And I miss the open air experience sometimes. I mean, in New York where I live, the summers aren't as long, but in California, I had this Boxster S and it was amazing doing spirited drives with the top down. So I can't imagine with the latest GTS version of the Boxster how much fun this would be out in the canyons. Of course, the big controversy of the new 718 models of both the Boxster and the Cayman is the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. As you know, when I had a Boxster S and it had a flat 6 engine, naturally aspirated. So these 718s are turbocharged 4s, and they sound a lot like Subarus. So that melodic kind of sound from the naturally aspirated 6 is gone, but the performance is still there. These things are rocket ships. So yes, I understand why there's controversy surrounding the new engine, but the car looks great and it does perform. So, I think the Boxster and the Cayman have matured in their design to a really good place. You know, I liked my 2001 Boxster S, of course. I loved the way it looked. But they've really matured the design. It looks more masculine, I think. It looks sharper in a lot of ways. And of course, it's a little bit bigger. So me as a 6'3" guy, I appreciate the larger dimensions. But it can perform. It may not sound great like it used to, but it can perform and it looks good while doing it. I like how sharp that splitter is. I like the simple, clean shapes here for the airflow. Very nicely rendered. Here's the standard light cluster as compared to the GTS version on the Boxster. Still kind of has some black darkened treatments, which is nice and integrated into this black center area with the Porsche badging. Very nice look. So there were a few other things on the Porsche stand at the New York Auto Show, including this great vintage Porsche 356. I don't know what era this is. I don't know if it's the late 50s model or early 60s model, but man, it looked fantastic. And you see that Porsche design DNA. You know, even to this day, you see those design cues played out. Also were these great looking Porsche Panameras and this Panamera Sports Turismo. We'll get back to that. And the updated Porsche Cayman, all looking great at the stand. But let's take a closer look at some of these Panameras here, starting with this Sport Turismo. I love the look of these Sport Turismos. And what you're looking at here are the most powerful versions. These are the E-Hybrid turbo versions. So the E-Hybrid has a combined drivetrain, 550 horsepower engine, plus an electric motor that makes about 136 horsepower. Combined, that's a total of 680 horsepower, and the torque is amazing. There's a 626 foot-pounds of torque, so these things are a beast. Now they're also 5,100 pounds, so they're heavy too, but man, they look fantastic. I think the new design just really looks sharp, and I really enjoy the look of this Sport Turismo. I love that slight wagon kind of hatchback that the Sport Turismo has. And the normal Panamera has this smooth arc now over the roof line, much like the 911. And I think that those touches make those two cars look distinct and fantastic. Now let's take a look inside of the Sport Turismo, and man, you're greeted with such luxury, and build quality is fantastic. The new instrument cluster looks fantastic. It's all digital, huge screen, and these seats are so comfortable and plush, yet supportive. Man, everything just feels of top-notch quality. And I even kind of dig the new haptic touch screens that replaces all the switch gear. It just shows a lot of fingerprints, so I don't know if I love all the fingerprints, but certainly the console looks so modern and smooth. And there's tons of room in here. I'm 6'3", and I had no problem fitting in the back seats here. And I love that panorama roof, but everything just feels airy, open, and really nice. Great interior. Now I guess you can call the Sport Turismo a wagon because the roofline doesn't arc down like the normal Panamera. It gives you slightly more luggage space in the back. It seems like plenty of room back here. I don't know what the cubic feet are and all that kind of stuff, but certainly it looks roomy, plenty roomy to me. Very functional, very useful for a family or long getaways, grand touring. So yeah, I like this Sport Turismo a lot. With that, I'm going to sign off and say I hope you enjoyed this video. Look for more on the channel shortly. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more. I'll catch you in the next video, everybody. Safe driving, everyone.